How is everybody? We gotta share the live out. I haven't been able to do that yet.
It's me. This sensation is killing, but it's only going to get stranger. Anton C. Beaver, 81, in Idaho State Tuberculosis Hospital in Long Thomas.
Missy.
I don't know why I'm getting chills like reading this one.
Guys, name change tomorrow.
That was weird. I read his name. I just like heard it.
I'm going back to Phoenix. Oh yeah, I'm going to back just Phoenix. Yes, because I've been going into lives, and people don't even know who I am. And then when I tell them who I am, they're like, "Girl, stop." Hi, Tracy. Oh, speaking of that, I need to fix my mods. I got rid of some. Mama B, I don't know her. But Deadman Wonderland, don't remember who that is. Double Trouble, don't know who that is. Get rid of her. Get rid of her. 1, 2, 3, 5.
Don't be coming in here if you're going to start drama.
Hi, Olivia. Hey, Beth. Oh, not much, Tracy. I wanted to go live and let y'all know I'm still here. You know, I have not been live in over a week, right?
Nope.
And I go into live and I'll sit and I watch. I was in a live yesterday, and my name got brought up
Again?
again. It's when it was in Enablers live when they were trying to go for Crazy B.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I was sitting in the chat the whole time. Didn't say nothing. I was sitting there just watching. Yep, my name came up again. I'm like, damn.
I just did not realize that you were such a troublemaker, Phoenix. You don't even have to say anything and get yourself in trouble.
Yeah. You know, I've been trying to stay neutral with some of the drama that's going on because I'm friends with both sides, but I got blocked on one side, and I'm like, all right, you just made my decision.
I think I'm going to come up with a different name other than the We Have Cookies, because the whole other cookie person, I don't want to be
Yeah.
drug into anything. So I'm thinking of a new name.
Hi, PJ. Are you doing better, honey? After everything that's happened? Hi, Megan. I know you are, PJ, and that was some shitty stuff that was done to you guys, and I truly hope that everything gets resolved and you guys can move on from it and be better. I'm so sorry all that happened to you guys. How are you, Megan?
Gotta go outside. Let's go outside. Come on.
Hey, Keisha. Trouble. Hey,
Nope.
Lavender.
Went the wrong way.
Oh, I'm behaving for once. How are you, Trouble? How are you, Keisha? Hey, Social. Hey, just I mean, there's a few things I want to bring up, but I'm really nothing bad. I know I've been missing in action.
Ain't
Yeah,
nothing wrong with that.
it's been rough, but you know, Social. Every time I've seen you in a live, I'll say, "Hey, hey," and you just ignore me. Well, Trouble. Yes and no. I'm good because I'm trying to stay away from the drama. You know, I'm trying to keep. I don't know who you are, crazy. Who are you, crazy one? But I don't
Oh,
want to keep on here, but I do got some serious health things going on, so I need a lot of prayers right now. I don't want to say what they are, because then people will run with it and talk about it. So I just need a lot of prayers right now, Cassie. I do have one person that knows what's going on, but that person, not saying I can't trust none of you guys, but this person's like one of the closest people to me. So, um, but yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of prayers right now. I got two serious tests coming up, one on Monday, one on the 16th. So, yeah. Thank you guys. Um, but also, I think I'm gonna change up my. I'm gonna actually start a serious platform. Like, I want to start going after this Chef Carl guy. I want to start holding awareness lives about him.
Oh my God, he was just on, and he just
I
makes me
know.
ill.
Thank you guys for the prayers. I really appreciate it. Um, yes, girl. I have been researching this last week. You know, I've been watching his lives, and I've really been going down rabbit holes as far as he's concerned. That man is disgusting. He is vile. I mean, just okay. I've been watching him really hardcore since Tuesday. I'll just go in. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I go in there and I'll spam that chat. I sure the heck do.
oh, I do too.
I ain't
I've
gonna.
seen you. You've seen me.
Nothing. I just wanted you to come in and see if you wanted to hang out with us for a little bit. Sour Patch. If anybody wants the box, they can get in the box. Um, but yeah, like this man. And let me just tell you the rabbit hole I've been down. This man lives in a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house. Okay,
Yep.
it is white. He drives a black Altima with gray interior. Um, this man is not homeless. Hey, quiet grandpa, long time no see. Hey, Juliana. I know, quiet grandpa. Where have you been?
That's all we got. Really?
Yes, I'm gonna start doing some awareness lives about him to get the word out there because there is one other creator that is really trying to get it out there. But I think the more platforms that we can bring, that can push it out there, because like the other creator I am also friends with, but he's got a different following, than I have. Like we all have different followers. Yeah, he's been doing this for about 2 years here on TikTok. He's been doing it for about 3 years on Facebook. So, but this last week, um, he's getting demanding. Like he was just on live yesterday. He went from needing 800 some dollars now to wanting $1,500 and demanding about it and telling that, you know, you read my bio, look at my page, watch my videos, and if anybody else tries to tell you different, they're lying.
Yeah,
You know,
he's God. He tells the truth. If you
yeah,
don't hear it from him, it's not the truth.
yeah, and only people that tells the truth in his lives is him. Everybody else is a liar.
Yeah.
You know, one person last night I did watch, she kept saying, "Look, Red Roof Inn is $69. I'll get you a room." No, you can just send it to me. I'll book the room because I don't want nobody knowing where I'm at.
Hmm.
That right there
He was
should tell you.
spotted at the Wawa on Friday. He
Yeah,
was spotted at the Wawa on Friday and said, "Nope, wasn't me." Had pictures of him and everything. Nope, wasn't me. Had
yeah.
pictures of him getting out, going. And I don't even know what a Wawa is because I'm in Illinois, but I'm assuming it's like a grocery store or some kind of like gas station or something. But they
Mhm.
had pictures of him getting out, going in, and coming back out with cigarettes. And he said, "Nope, wasn't him." But
It's
then
a
he
gas
smoked.
station. Trouble says it's a gas station.
Okay. And he's so just nasty and hocking and spitting and
Hi, Stacy.
cursing and belching and just being nasty.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Circle K. There you go.
Oh, okay, okay.
Um,
I've heard it. I've heard some of my southern friends talk about the Wawa, but I didn't know exactly what it was. But there was somebody, I think she goes by KD, that had pictures of him at the Wawa, and I'm like, well, if you're at the Wawa, go in and get you something to eat. Go get you something. Why are you sitting out here? And then he got out of his car in the middle of the torrential downpour rain and got back in his car and wasn't even wet.
yeah, got back in the camera and wasn't even wet. Make that make sense. So
And he
now
is
I'm
freshly
gonna tell
shaved
y'all
and
something. I have one of my stepbrothers. Okay, yeah, he does. And see, Michelle, he's got a different following than I have. So I figured, if I can team up with All for One, or we both just cover Chef, because like people that I follow or follow me, some of them don't follow All for One. So I figured the more platforms that can get his word out there, it'll push it out. But
Mhm.
now I have a stepbrother who lives down in St. Pete. He done found his address every live that he is on, and I'm waiting for the pictures. He's been in his driveway in front of that house.
Oh yeah. That's what they've been saying. That's what the guy from All for One has said, is that he's either sitting in his driveway and he'll pull out far enough that the rain will hit the top of the roof of his car, or he is sitting at some restaurant or the casino waiting for him to get money so then he can just go in and gamble whatever money he gets, because I guess he's got a very big gambling addiction.
Yeah. So I've been going down some rabbit holes. Um, I need to wash my hands. Sorry, y'all. I was just eating popcorn. I'm on a kind of a strict diet till Monday. But anyway, so and I was in All for One's live last night,
Hmm.
and I love All for One. Like he is so awesome. He's such an awesome dude. So chill. But anyway, um, there was a lady that did come up in the box talking about she got word he's under investigation and this and that. Well, working in the legal field for these many years as I have, when somebody is under investigation, like say the FBI or whatever, the FBI is not going to tell you what
Right.
to be in charge with, what the investigation is, you know. But I can say that a lot of people have called him in, um, and stuff like that. Now, if he is, we don't know. It's going to be considered theft by deception. He could get charged with extortion if they really wanted to push it. He could get extortion. Um, and then wait, theft by deception, extortion, and then there was another one. Damn it. But it's just I just want to help get the word, like, because All for One, he's doing what he can, with his peoples, and because if you think about it, like, look how many platforms covered Lisa. Okay, you've got All for One, he's trying to do on Chef Carl, but then you've got these other bigger platforms that are focusing on an array of people. So I want to help get him off this platform. This man is disgusting. He's vile. Then there's another one I want to Kiki. Her name is Kiki. She's disgusting too. Newborn baby. I mean, it's vile with her. So, anyway. Yeah, they did, Cassie. Lynn, you're right, because I was just in there and somebody was sending money. And I'm like, you guys are just fucking idiots. Yes. Ride or die, I will say this, and there is other people here in the chat that know about him too. He's been on TikTok for 2 years doing this, claiming that he is homeless, that he is renting the car, and there is no such thing as work for work. Okay, there's no such thing. What he does is he Ubers. Yes, Carl. Um, he's not homeless. Hey, payroll mama. But what was I saying? He has a home. He owns his car. It's talking about Chef Carl. And he will sit there and tell you that if anybody tells you anything, it's a lie unless it comes from his mouth. Like, he's the only one that can ever tell the truth. He is scammed on TikTok for over 2 years. He's gotten over $80,000. He's been doing it on Facebook for over 3 years. Somebody has been able to get a hold of his niece, and even his niece has stepped up. He stole $50,000 from his grandmother. The family disowned him after that. This is ridiculous. Like, I want to help get the word out there about this man. This man is worse than Elle. I'm sorry. I know Elle with her addiction, but this man makes Elle look like an angel. Chef Carl. Yeah, he could. If his family really wanted to, he's already got he does have a warrant in Georgia. I will say that too. I have found. He does have a felony record. Yeah, he was just on. I was just in there too, spamming that chat like crazy. I found out last night in Offer One's live, like, I was just listening. He does. Girl, I'll explain. Northside. What was your other name? Because you don't look familiar to me. Northside. You changed your name on me. What the fuck? Nike, my girl. Nike, I have been trying to behave. Oh yeah, I know she's good. Nike, that's my girl. But let me get this thought out, and then I'll tell you what's been going on. But he does have a warrant in Georgia. He has a record. I found out in Offer One's live last night that he was charged. I guess he was selling golf tickets to some tournament. Yeah, it's disgusting, you guys. It's just, oh. Cheryl, let me follow you back, Cheryl. I followed you back. Yes, it was the Masters. That's right. Thanks, Cassie, because I couldn't figure out what it was, for selling fake tickets. I found that out last night. And I'm sometimes not the brightest crayon in the box, and I will admit it, but even if you rent a vehicle, say through Enterprise, or what did they bring up last night, Avis or whatever, but any rental company, if you're over a week late, that's automatic Grand Theft Auto. They keep the shit in the car where they can just shut it off. And they do not rent electrical vehicles that I know of. Now, if they do, I've not seen them, so...
Now there's a rumor out there that it's like he's leasing it. It's a long-term lease. But I don't know about rental places if they lease like that either. But there's so many different stories going around that, I don't know if anybody really knows 100% what it is, because he changes his story like he changes his underwear. So, I mean...
Yeah. He sounds like a damn bro. And I don't know if any of y'all noticed in his live here a little bit ago, and I thought maybe it was just me, but when he was talking, it looked like he was lip syncing it. Like, the words were coming out, but then the sound would come later.
Yeah.
So I think this is where the route I'm gonna go. I've been down some rabbit holes. I'm trying to get stuff together so when I do have a big live about it, I'm able to show everything that I have found on him. Um,
He got
it,
mad at me. Did you see him get mad at me the other day, Phoenix?
what'd he do? What'd you do?
Well, he had a seizure,
Oh, the
and
fake seizure. Yes.
oh my goodness, you've had a seizure. You do realize now that you cannot drive for 1 full year without being seizure free. So then he went into a heart attack the next day. So he blocked me. Well, he muted me and he says, you don't know nothing. I'm like, I do know. I do know for a fact because I have a family member who has seizures and they have to go a certain amount of time before they're able to drive again.
My kid's dad has seizures, and that's how it's. Michelle, I might do that. I might do that. Um, okay. Oh yes, rabbit holes. Let me tell you what. Um, let's see. Where's Mikey at? Mikey, are you still in here?
He just tells us, stop that. Stop doing that silly stuff. I
You
can't
gotta
see.
come in my life. That's my rule. You cannot be rude. Okay. So some of y'all that just came in that I know, I need some prayers right now. I just need prayers. I've got some serious health issues going on. I'm having some further testing done on some things. One is actually on Monday. Um, I don't want to say what it is really on live yet because, I've got trolls and I got people who like to come for me. So they're going to go run with it and say this and say that. One person that I am very close to knows exactly what's going on with me. Thank you, Nike. I appreciate it. But like I said, all I need right now is prayers. I don't want nothing else. Just prayers. I've got, good support system who's here with me and is gonna help me through all this. So yeah, I'll be fine. So I find out for sure on Monday on one thing and then the other one on the 16th. So yeah, and you know what? I'm a stubborn stinker. I will get through this. I've been through it once already before. I will get through it again. So, but yeah. Thank you. Can we fix it? And just so everybody knows, since I've confused everybody with the name change, I'm going back to Phoenix tomorrow. Yes, thank you guys. That's all I want. All I want is prayers and good vibes. That's it. So, but like I said, I'm gonna go. Chef Carl, I think it's gonna be my target. Thank you, Stacy.
Call him Kenny. He hates that. If you call him Kenny or Kenneth, he absolutely hates that.
You know what I did? I was in there spamming his full name. But yeah, there's no such thing as a work for work program. No.
Well, I guess, I don't know if it was not 2 weeks ago, but like 3 weeks ago, he disappeared for the whole weekend. And they said he was actually at a poker tournament at one of the casinos. And that's why he wasn't online. So that's where all of his money goes, is to poker tournaments and into the casinos.
Oh, peace out. Many prayers. Many prayers going out to you. Chef Carl, Bob. Chef Carl. He's my target. There's not very many creators that are showing awareness lives about him, and he's my target. I've been going down rabbit holes this week.
He's so just blatantly nasty about it, though. I mean, some of these people out here, you can actually maybe feel a tiny bit of pity for him. You just cannot feel pity for him. He is just, pardon my French, but a big, huge a-hole.
He thinks he's entitled so bad that he thinks he deserves to come on here, and then yeah. He does. He does feel entitled, don't he? Like, he thinks, oh, I'm going to get on here, and these people are going to do, like, ew.
He reminds me of like one of those those southern preachers that goes to from town to town.
I think too.
Brimstone and oil. He's gonna smite us down. He actually was cussing at us the other day, calling us all heathens in his live. It's like because we weren't giving up our money.
Yeah,
I'm like,
no,
and then he played the preacher afterwards. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Can we fix it? Now it's up to $1,500 because he refuses to stay in a cheap hotel. He wants an Airbnb.
Oh yeah, and that's just 500 for tonight and tomorrow, and then he's got to have the $1,000 on Monday to go in and pay and catch his car up, and then he'll pay another 460 something, 462 for that week's work, and then he's gonna have to have food every day, so he'll be on every day for food and gas and whatnot, his cigarettes and his morning energy drinks and.
I didn't join. My bad. I'm dropping now.
You're good, Bob. You're good. Yeah, and then he'll tap on his dash and be like, immediately, right now, I need this money right now. And he was asking for cell phone money 2 weeks ago because I do follow another creator who like posts his videos, and he was just asking for it for 2 weeks ago, and now all of a sudden his bill's doing it.
He's had 3 birthdays this year. He wanted Thursday. He wanted a steak dinner and a 5-star hotel for his birthday.
Starting over, what? Starting over, you could be right, but that is his car. Oh yeah, his birthday. He wanted steak for his birthday. I forgot about that one, and he didn't get shit.
Steak in a hotel. He wanted to be out of the storm. It was his birthday, and then we could pay his $70 for his cell phone bill, and he wanted cigarettes and all this other stuff.
You know what?
Guys, waiting. It's 4 o'clock. Come on, it's 4 o'clock. We got to do this now. The guy's going to do it. I was counting down the seconds on his live, and I said, "Oh, time is up. It's 4 o'clock. Oh, it's 4:01. Oh, it's 4:02." He goes, "I'm going to hurry up and call this guy. He's still going to be sitting there waiting for me." And I'm like, "Carl, you are such a piece of lying crap."
Oh, then you notice when he got off, he was back on at 6 o'clock talking about, the guy's about to leave. He's about to leave. I need to get this money, and I need to get this money. And I'm like, wait, you just said he left at 4.
He's going to sit in the hurricane and wait for me for another 2 hours to get some more money for him. Please.
Yes, like, this man is so delulu. So.
I wish Sarah McLaughlin could sue him. He uses his song too much.
Yes.
And there's the amount of people that will get in there and say, "Give me the name to your rental place and I will call them and I will catch you up." And he just glosses over everybody. Yep. Just, it's easier for me. I'm the only one that can call this man. I'm the only one that can give him the money. I have to have it by 4 o'clock. It's 3:59. I got 1 minute now to call him. I just laugh.
No. Did you see the one today where a lady said, because he was talking about the hotel, and she was like, "Well, what if I get you a hotel gift card?" He said, yeah, that might work. I've never done it before. As long as it goes into my bank account and I can access the money.
Yep.
Like, what?
That's why I kept asking him, "Are you sitting at the Wawa? Are you sitting at your house? Or are you sitting at the casino waiting for your cash to come in?" Because he's at one of those 3 places.
Yeah.
I haven't had a bed in 3 months. I haven't. But 2 weeks ago he showed inside a hotel where he was at. So.
Yeah. Then he hasn't slept in the bed since the winter time.
Yep, the winter time. He hasn't slept on a bed since the winter time. The people get in there and say, "Carl, your daughter's telling you to come home. Dinner's ready."
Yeah, I've done that one a couple times. Or, "Hey, wife called. She said your dinner's done." Well, but yeah, then he was trying to say that because the other night people were putting in an address down there at St. Pete's. Come to find out, it was his address. Mm-hmm. And then they were saying his real name.
Oh, yeah, because he got all mad about doxing. He said that he was going to sue everybody that put that address out there. And I'm like, if it's not your address, what are you worried about? If it's not your address and you are truly homeless living in your car and they put that address out there, why are you having such a fit over it?
Right, it's public
Well,
information.
I'm
But
going to sue all of you guys and I'm going to be a multimillionaire. And I'm like, you ain't got money to pay for your car. How are you going to afford an attorney?
ride or die. It's him and a guy. I guess they were in business together or whatever. I don't know. This is the story I heard, so I don't know how true it is. So don't take my word for it. But supposedly, when the business was started, Carl did not come up with his part of the money for this business. So Alex, the guy that he's accusing of, went on and kept the business going, and supposedly owes him this money. But yeah, Carl didn't put a dime back into the business. So what is he owed?
Exactly. That's Carl wants something for nothing.
Yeah. He expects everybody to take care of him. Yeah, yeah, he's a special kind of scammer. And you know, TikTok is getting ridiculous because more and more are coming out.
Every day there's a new one. Every day I see somebody new. Today there was some lady sitting in a car with a baby and she was wanting money so she could have a bed to put her, lay her baby down. And I don't know anything about this woman. I couldn't even tell you her name because I
Oh,
just
is she a black girl with long braids?
she had a bonnet on, had a pink bonnet on.
Kiki, that's the one I was just talking about too. That's
Okay.
Kiki. Yeah,
Okay,
she
yeah.
thinks that she can sit on TikTok and just people give her money and makes fun of people who go out and work and make their money.
Oh. That was the first time I come across her, but she was sitting there and she was like, and people were in her live or were in her chat saying, "Get out of your car and go in your house. You're not fooling any of us, So, but like I said, I don't know anything about her, so I just skimmed on through because I saw that Carl was on and he's fun to harass, so I
Well,
went in there to harass him.
she's a female version of Carl. That's all I'm gonna say about her. She's the female version of Carl.
Another one, Phoenix, that is a female version of Carl, vile and disgusting as well, that needs to come down is Kim Peters.
Oh my God, Kim is so gross.
She's disgusting.
He has made a statement. Why do I need to work when all of you work and support me?
What?
She 2 weeks ago got on and was begging for clothes for a job that she supposedly got and was going to start it on Monday. And people sent her money for clothes. And then Monday came and she said, "Nope, my mental health is more important than for me to work. You all can just support me."
Yeah.
I about fell over.
Or the time that she was trying to get fair money, she ended up with a new phone, an Apple Watch, AirPods. Yeah.
Twice and a contract.
Yeah, she's so disgusting too.
Well, now she's doing the mental health care. That. But she said she was actually the weekend before she start work. He told her she was in the hospital in the suicide watch.
Oh wow.
Yeah. She's something. But she's at some lake right now. She was posting pictures earlier of her being at some lake. So
The guy she called her brother.
mm.
He was on last night getting ready to go out and said that she had been out the night before with her brother and got so wasted that she had to have two men help her into her apartment and get her settled. She was so
Cassie, you're kind of muffled. We can't really hear you.
Is that better?
Oh, yeah, much better. Much better.
Sorry. No, she was on last night saying that she went out the night before and was so drunk that she had to have two guys help her in to her apartment, her brother and some other guy. And she was fixing her hair and she was saying, "I'm living my best life. I'm doing what I want to do."
On everybody else's dime.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, sometimes I enjoy coming on TikTok, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad when it goes away because where are these people going to go next?
I
Like, it's
mean, oh, sorry.
no, it's just disgusting.
Well, Kim has, I think, bypassed Carl with the ignorance. She faked cancer.
Yep.
She faked a pregnancy.
Yep.
She claimed to have an autistic child who turns out to be her cousin's kid, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the full story, but somebody said she stole from Toys for Tots. I don't know whether that
That too.
includes the kid.
I heard that too. Then I heard it was twins, and one of her twins was with autism.
Mm-hmm.
She got a man locked up. There's a man that's locked up in prison that she sends money to and talks to on the phone all the time.
She's
You've seen
disgusting.
her lives where she's sitting and she'll every time she gets some money, she squirts a condiment on her, like
Oh yeah, I
ketchup or
can't.
mustard and barbecue sauce and honey and syrup and stuff. She's like, oh, $10 here, squirted applesauce on herself. I'm like, oh my God, do you not have any respect at all for yourself?
No. Did you see the morning that the bird died?
No.
Her crying was Nobel, it was Emmy worthy. Her crying over this bird that died.
Oh my gosh.
I missed the one where she was dancing and her pants split. And but I heard about it for the next 4 hours when she was on talking about how her own mods didn't even tell her that her pants were split, and people were just going off about how horrible her mods were. And she made so much money that night because her pants were split. And she herself said, well, I know there was a hole. I just didn't know the hole was that big. Well, woman, if you're going to be on Facebook dancing and bending over with a hole in your drawers, do you not expect it to split anymore? I mean, geez, Louise.
Yeah, she's horrible. She sits and belches online and
That's what Carl does too, and that is just disgusting.
well, she literally holds the phone up to her ass and farts.
Ew.
She will be sitting in the toilet,
Yes.
on the toilet, talking to you.
She
About,
leaves the
"Yep,
phone
that
in
was
the
a good
living
one."
room.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
She
Okay,
puts
maybe.
the phone in the living room and puts a green screen on it. She's like, okay, I'll be back. I gotta go shit.
Okay, so in the gross department, she has surpassed Carl.
Yes.
Yes, because I don't think Carl, at least, I mean, he's hawking and spitting and snotting out the window,
Oh
but
my God.
he
I
has
have to,
not took us to the bathroom in the Wawa yet.
no, but there is a video out there. I didn't believe it till I heard it. He farted online and then laughed about it. And people were like, did you really just fart? You need to check your underwear. Make sure you didn't leave a streak and blah, blah, blah. He's just laughing. I'm like, oh my God, you are just disgusting.
That's where the fake profile Carl Skidmark comes from.
Yes, it's on. There's a guy. He goes by. What is that saying that Carl does? 4 ways.
Top 4 ways.
Okay,
Four ways.
he goes by
Last
top
one's
4
best.
ways.
Yes.
Top 4 ways. It's in his videos.
He is the shit that he catches. I mean, the stuff that he catches, sorry. The stuff that he catches with Carl is hilarious.
I love watching his videos because I'm just like, and that's how I started watching Carl. Was watching those videos, and I'm like, damn, maybe I need to follow him and see what I can catch.
I saw a parody of it, and I'm like, this can't be real. And
Yeah.
then Pastor Petty was talking about him, and then All for One was talking about him. I'm like, I've got to find this guy. And I fell on him one night watching, fell into his live, and I'm like, how is anybody in their right mind thinking that this man is telling the truth? He's
Yeah,
got, I got
everybody in the
1,000
chat.
people in here. Everybody send me $5. I'll be rich. And then he was on this spiel about not only wanting the 8,500 so he could go get a bank loan, but he wants $35,000 from all of us so he can have his own house.
Yep.
I'm like, please, what the heck?
This man is just.
So Phoenix, did you hear last night during Jeff's live that there was a woman on there. I don't remember her name. I think it might have been Rachel or something. Said that her best friend lives across the street from his house, and she has videos of him going in and out the front door.
Really?
Yeah, and she was supposed to send them to him last night after the live. I don't know whether he got them or not. But she said there was one day the neighbor watched him, supposedly when he was on the street during the 2 weeks when he didn't have a car. He was laying in his garden on top of a window shield visor to keep the sun out of your car.
Oh Lord.
And he was playing it off like he was doing it on the street, but he was laying in his garden in his backyard. The neighbor seen him.
Now that's why he needs back surgery and knee surgery, because he had to sleep on the hard ground.
Oh, don't forget the toe surgery too.
Oh, toe surgery and dentist. He needs to go to the dentist, and now he's got the sniffles, and he needs to go to the hospital to get, his cold checked out. And
He's got a pinched shoulder on his. He's got a pinched nerve in his shoulder from sleeping on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
This man is just.
And he never, ever, ever tells you when he leaves and he comes back, it's always the same amount. He never says, okay, I'm down to, instead of the 650, I'm down to just needing 600. He never will tell you if he's made any money, unless it's a penny. Oh, thank you for the 1 penny. Oh, thank you for the 2 pennies.
The cheers for the. Hey, Skittles. Yeah, this week now it went from 800 something yesterday to 1,500 to now. Wait, it's at 14.95 because he got $5.
Yep. 500 for a room tonight, and the Uber to take him to where room he's going to, and for him to get cigarettes and eat and medicine. And then Monday morning he's got to have $1,000 sitting in his account so he can pay for last week and this week's, and they'll redo his contract, and he can go to work and he can make $100 a day.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, this dude just.
Top 4 ways in the bio.
Hey, love, how are you? Everybody was messing with Skittles yesterday about Florida Man. Skittles, how's your boyfriend doing? Everybody was calling Florida Man her boyfriend yesterday in Enablers Live, messing with her. Skittles, are you okay after that hurricane? Did you get hit with anything? I know it rained all day. It rained half the day Friday and all day yesterday. Carol. Okay, Skittles. Skittles will tell you everybody was messing with her about it.
Want pictures of the dinner that he's making for her.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, Florida Man's your man, blah, blah, blah. She's just laughing.
Aubrey said, nope, that's my woman.
Right. They were, Florida Man and Aubrey were about to fight. How are you, Cheryl? I haven't seen you in forever, love.
These are the lives I like, Phoenix.
Yep.
These are the ones I like. No drama, just laughing and goofing around.
Yep.
These are the good ones.
So my haters come in here.
Oh, screw the haters.
Right. Oh, he's headed up to you, Skittles? Yay! I'm glad you're doing okay. They are the best kind of lives, aren't they, Skittles? Especially when you finally get rid of all the people that cause you a bunch of drama. Of course, I'm sure when I start holding these lives about Chef Carl, there's going to be some drama.
Oh, he won't come in them. He don't go on anybody's live but his own. He had that. I'm that Tiffany got in his live and was talking to him. And oh, she shut him down so fast. He's like, well, you said you were going to come in here and help me. She says, I'd help you if I really thought that you were homeless and that you needed something. But I can't give you $500 when you can't prove anything. She goes, give me the name of just give me the address of where you got your car from.
It was
I'll call up
Brittany.
there and make the written. Huh?
Cheryl said it was Brittany, not Tiffany.
Oh, Brittany. Yeah, I'm sorry. That you're right. Yeah, Brittany. But he just and then he dogged her for like 2 days afterwards. But he blocked her now. He won't let her back in his lives.
Oh my gosh! Like
Goes
this.
in there and she says, "I heard you're talking about me. Do you need me to come up? I'm here." He just ignores her.
One person he really hates is Jeff. All for one.
Yep.
He doxed him.
Oh, not Carl. Carl would never do it. You didn't hear it from him, so it can't possibly be true.
He claims because he broke it up into different conversations that it wasn't truly doxing. He doesn't deny giving the information out. He just said he broke it up.
Yeah, and he didn't dox him. Yeah, okay.
Well, that's just like all the people putting out that address. If he truly is homeless and living in his car or sleeping on the sidewalk, if they're giving out that Florida address, and he's not living there, then how is that doxing him?
Exactly.
You don't want to answer that question.
Exactly.
He's going to get rich off of all of us for doing it.
Yeah. Hey, people.
His money train has definitely slowed.
Oh
And
yeah.
that's good. It needs to.
It does. And I think like when I do my lives, it's I'm not gonna tell people, go report his cash outs, blah blah. I'm gonna people can do what they want, but I don't want nobody like cloning the cash apps. I don't want nobody intercepting nothing, because I want to do this
No.
a legit legal way. And I just want to help get the word out because it's like I've been saying, all for one, his following, he's got people that I don't know that's following him. Just like, we all have different followers and people in our lives, but we all somehow interconnect. But, I just want to help get that word out there because he's just needs to go. He really does. Like, he is just, ugh. That's all I can say. It's, ugh.
The what they call it, the baby king syndrome. Is what All for One says he has.
Yeah. I seen a video. Oh my god. One of Offer One's, I think she's one of his mods, Brittany. We started following each other last night and I was watching some of her videos and she she has a video as Carl is a baby drinking wine. And I forgot what the saying is, but let's just say I laughed so hard that coffee ended up all over my sheets this morning. I had to change my sheets because I spit it out because it was so funny. And she's got Carl's, and she did one with Grease and Footloose, and she's put Carl, like somehow imaged Carl's face into these videos. It is so funny. Y'all gotta go check her out. She's funny.
Have you ever seen the creator called Most Smartest, I think is what his name is? Where he mocks all the beggars. He mocks Beth. He's hilarious when he mocks Beth.
Wait,
Oh, is he the kind of the heavy set guy that wears like the dark blue eyeshadow when he's doing Beth?
Yeah, and the wig. He's got the mustache and goatee.
Yeah.
yes, okay, I know who you're
He
talking
is
about now.
hilarious.
Yes, I know who you're talking about. I do follow him.
He has me rolling sometimes with some of the stuff he does.
Man.
His outtake on Devin is on point because half the time when Devin says something you can't understand a word out of his mouth. First off of, and he is perfect with him.
Yeah, just some of these people on here, they just, wait, if you're gonna be homeless, act like you're homeless. Don't look clean shaven with clean clothes and a haircut and in a car. Like,
Have a gym membership.
yeah, I remember. Oh my god,
Membership and a car wash service, car wash membership.
the first live I ever watched of him, he was like, "I'm needing $435 today to get this paid this week, and also I need a gym membership. I need my gym membership paid so I can go take my showers every day. I need my car wash membership paid so I can wash and clean this car every day. Then it's something about a luggage. He
Hard
wanted,
shell luggage.
yes, he needed new clothes. Oh my god, I'm just like, dude.
Shoes. needed
Somebody
shoes.
stole his shoes when he was on the street last time.
Yep, somebody stole his shoes. But it's amazing because he got out in the middle of that torrential downpour yesterday and was gone for like 5 minutes while we were listening to the preacher preaching, and then he got back in and flashed himself, and wasn't a
Yes,
drop
big
of water on that man. Not a drop.
Well, you remember, like, I guess it was probably 1 or 2 weeks before someone stole his shoes. Do you not remember him showing them on camera and how they were ripped apart in the bottom? And literally, if you bent them, they spread apart.
he must be. Oh my gosh.
I think he's going to Goodwill and picking up garbage stuff because he will not go into a casino dressed like that. He's going to go into a casino and he plays high stakes poker tournaments, so he's not going to go in dressed anything other than in the tees.
Yeah. And you know, he tries to say that he's homeless sleeping on the streets, but if you guys notice, okay, I don't know very many homeless people, but most that I have seen usually have just a backpack. None of them are going to sit there and have clean clothes every single day and are clean cut, shaving every day, smelling good or whatever. I don't know if he smells good because I don't want to know. You know, but his shirts are different every day. And they're always clean. And then, like earlier, some girl came in there and said, "Hey, Carl," and says she just found out she's pregnant, and he automatically went off and was like, "It ain't my baby. It ain't my baby. That ain't my baby." He's just the. I made sure I put in the comments, who would want to have a kid by you? Yuck. He's just
That's not yours. Leave it alone.
I know. Did you ever get the white did you ever get her cookie?
We are supposed to be getting her Wednesday afternoon.
Oh, I cannot wait.
Wednesday's my last day of work. You know, I work for the school, so we'll be on our break, but so I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then I'm off for like 18 days, but we're supposed to get her Wednesday afternoon after I get off work.
Yay. Did y'all see Shadows live yesterday?
Yes. Oh my goodness.
He looks so amazing. Like amazing. Because I remember watching him in Lisa's lives and he would whimper and just, you know, he wanted attention. And yesterday, he was so happy. So happy. It's
The
just,
poor thing can walk now without his feet hurting so bad because they're slowly being able to cut his nails down.
yep. And how does she put it? She goes, and he's been wearing his belly band because of his fuzzy dice got cut off.
Yep.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy for Shadow, and you know, I'm glad he's going to be with somebody who's going to love him and just care for him. And it was so cute. He kept trying to get up under her blanket, and it was just, oh, I loved it. Loved it. So yeah.
So, do you guys not like to talk about Lisa?
Well,
I personally get in trouble when I talk about her, but
you know, I don't mind talking about her. I honestly, I feel bad for her. Like she got herself in this position. Yes. So, I honestly don't think or feel.
I have never ever been an addict, so I don't know anything about, well, I mean, I'm not going to say I don't know anything about addiction, but as from an addict's point of view, I don't know anything about addiction on that side of it. I've dealt with people that have been addicts. I've had to work with people who are addicts, you know, and so I have a feel for them. I have a heart out there for them, but it just seems like she has the perfect opportunity now to go living with her dad and, you know, going in and doing something, she could be such a huge success. And I think people on TikTok, not everybody, but a lot of them now are ticked off at her dad. They're outing his address. They're ticked off at her sisters because they have to take a step back away from everything because they have their own lives, and people are blaming the sisters, but who's blaming Lisa?
Yeah. Yeah, her dad did kick her out because she stole her stepmom's phone.
Hmm.
Which, you know, and that's the phone she's been using. You know, and I mean, I feel bad for her. Like, if it was me in her position and my family was like, you can come live with us, but here's the situation, I'd have been like, and if for me to get my kids back too, I'd have been like, okay. Because I mean, okay, love, we'll be here. But, you know,
What is going to be her rock bottom? I mean, she's already lost her kid. She lost her apartment. She's lost her dog. She went to her family's. Her dad now, if it's true, has kicked her out. She's got a restraining order against her, or PO, something against her. She was supposedly stopped by the police for something at a gas station or a dollar store or something. What is her rock bottom?
you know, and the fact that, and you're right, Stacy, I feel bad for Jess too because now people are coming after Jess saying that she didn't help her sister enough and they're giving her hell.
What are the sisters supposed to do? They can't. They have tried to take her in and say, this is my sister. She is a rug addict and she is a danger to herself. And they can't do nothing about it. She is an adult. You know, the family has tried. They have got lawyers in and they've tried to figure out the correct way to go about doing this. They have offered her everything, even places to stay. And Jess has said countless times, when she tells me I'm ready to go, she goes, I will drop everything and go pick her up and take her to rehab. But they cannot force her.
And Michelle, I agree with you. Most of it is her fault because she could have been paying her rent and paying her bills and she would still have everything, you know, and she put herself in this position. Like, I have to totally agree. She put herself in this spot. I feel so bad for her because, you know, once again, Michelle, I'm in agreement. The system did fail her. They knew before Jess went and got her from wherever she was for the 2 or 3 days detoxing, he could have easily just said, you know, the family could have stepped in and been like, nope, she needs to go straight to rehab. 5150, put her in rehab. But they didn't.
Right.
The place where she was detoxing didn't even bother saying, you know what, let's put her straight to rehab. Let's force her to go. No, they just let her back out. And she was only, 2 days clean, 3 days clean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad.
It didn't even take her 2 or 3 days to return right back.
No, the very next day she was online.
Yeah. And you're right, Michelle. 20 years. 20 years at the clinic. And yeah, this is, I hope it doesn't either, but I have a feeling it's not going to end well. It's not. It's just going to either end up in a box.
She's going to be a statistic. She's going to be, and as much as I hate to say it, she's going to come up on somebody that's not going to be nice to her. She's going to come up on somebody that's going to hurt her, or even worse, and it's going to be terrible. And then everybody's going to be blaming the family, saying, "Well, Jess, you should have done more. Ronnie, you should have done more. You know, the dad should have done more." Their hands seem to me like they're tied.
You're right, Katie. Commonwealth states don't have 5150s. You're right, because Kentucky was the same way. You're right.
You know, I mean, I understand if they had, you know, if they could legally say, you know what, you are going, we are taking you, we are putting you into this rehab and you cannot leave for 30 days, they would already have done that, but they cannot do it where they're at. All they can say to her is, we will be here. We will come see you every day. We will bring you your things. We will help you fight to get your kid back. We will do all this stuff if you agree to go. And she agrees. And then, I don't have clothes. I don't have this. And then, you know, she just disappears for hours when they're supposed to be picking her up and taking her somewhere. You know, she does it to herself every time. She is her biggest saboteur.
Okay, Sour Patch. You're right, and she is. It's just sad, And some of these scammers on here, they're just disgusting, And sometimes you get real human beings that have a good following and have friends that genuinely need help, and her followers are say their help. Whoever she knows won't do it because these scammers are fucking it up for everybody.
And now there's people following her. She has people that are actually following her around her town.
That's sad.
Not only the neighbor that was doing it, but there are people that are actively watching. And when she goes back to the DD's house or his apartment, and they are tracking her, they are following her, and that is going to get her hurt because they don't want those people out there to know where she's at.
I did see a video the other day, and it shocked. Sorry, y'all hear my son. He's on Fortnite or Minecraft. My bad, wrong one. Anywho, my bad.
Was that the video of the taxi?
Well, there was a white car, somebody following her. Yeah, with the taxi in it. Yes.
That's just downright scary.
Following her in a taxi to, like, what? That's some stuff.
It was bad enough when she lived across the street and they were watching her go from her apartment across the street to room 109. Now they're following her across town.
That was that chick Nicole, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she goes,
and she don't understand why people are all ticked off at her, and I understand. I would not like someone sitting out in front of my house screaming and ranting and raving like that, but I wouldn't go out there and confront her because you know what a person that's on something is capable of.
yeah, and then
we don't know if she's capable of hurting somebody.
Right.
We don't know what Lisa's condition is, if she's able to grab and choke somebody out. We don't know. I'm not going to put myself out there, and I sure as heck ain't going to take my kids out there to do it with me.
Hey, Avi.
That's stupid.
Right. And
I'm
then
not going to follow anybody.
And then to go get an order of protection on her, and then to still follow her around town.
My understanding is the order of protection is not on the neighbor, is not on N. It is on somebody that Lisa scammed money out of. So that was what we were told in the one live, but that was what was said in Itty Bitty's.
Yeah, because I believe Nicole was live when that order was being served,
Yes,
and you could
yes.
hear the police telling Elle who it was for. I don't remember.
Yeah. Because they got Itty Bitty interrupted Nicole and said they just served her, they just served her, they just served her, go outside. And Nicole went outside and the police were out there, and then they wouldn't say who the order was on for privacy issues, but then they filmed Lisa getting served, which how is that not a violation of privacy issues? But whatever, So, but Nicole also, the reason she got served that day is because Nicole had drove by and screamed at her out the car and flipped her off, and Lisa threatened her. So she called the cops to tell the cops that she was threatened by Lisa. And oh, by the way, there is a pending PO against this person. And the police looked, and sure enough, and then they went over there. So it was exasperated by the neighbor.
Okay, look, here's my opinion about that whole situation. Kudos for Nicole calling her out on the live. Kudos.
Yes.
But she's gone too far. Every time I see her live or in a box or in somebody else's live that I happen to be in and she gets in a box, it's always about, oh, I've seen Lisa do this. There goes Lisa walking down the road this way. Honestly, to me, that's some stalker shit.
Yes.
She got her instant fandom off of Lisa.
Yep, exactly. Ain't no different than other people we know that will broadcast Lisa to get gifts and money and other things whose name we cannot say, but is SS.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
how is she any different? And I've had people come at me for it. Well, if you had that going on in your front yard, what would you do? I said I would probably, if it was 4:00 in the morning, yell out my window, "Shut the f up!" And if it got to be worse, then if I was worried about my children, I would call the police and say, "There's a crazy lady sitting out here screaming that she's lost. Come pick her up."
I wouldn't
But
be
I
all over
would not,
TikTok
I
talking
would
about it.
not take my kids outside and follow her around or drive around town looking for her and with my kids in my car be yelling at her. That is asinine to me.
Okay, digging up the facts. Right. And same here. Like I wouldn't if that shit was happening in my front yard, I would not get on TikTok and be like, oh my God, da 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 and then keep it going for 2-3 weeks. I
Oh my
just
God, I drove by Phoenix's house and she was sitting outside in front of her car and she was talking to people online and I'm just going to follow her now. That's crazy.
that's some
She
weirdos.
was playing a game. She was drawing on her phone.
Yeah, that's to me stalker. That's some stalker stuff.
I mean, that's stupid. I understand that, she's known the family and she has some awareness of Elle. With that being said, she knows that Elle's lying and what Elle's doing, and why would you put yourself into that situation to where what if she was on something and she did hurt her?
Yeah.
And then she's not there for her kid. Was it worth it? Your 15 minutes of fame? You got stabbed by her? We don't know what she's capable of. We see her 5-10 minutes on a video. None of us know this woman personally. We've not sat down with her, had coffee with her. We don't know what she is capable of. I know that when I was working with rug addicts, that there was a couple people I would not even be alone with, and they were people that you'd look at them and think, oh, they're like this little old granny type person. But when they were on their DOC, they were the scariest MFers out there. And I'm not walking up on anybody that I possibly could think has been doing something.
Well, not only could she hurt Nicole or one of Nicole's kids, but Nicole could push her far enough that she could hurt herself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And for what? Your 15 minutes of fame on Facebook or TikTok?
I've seen some videos with her in lives, and there's been people commenting, she's just in it for the clout. She's just in it for the clout. I don't know the girl. I don't follow the girl. I just know what I've seen, and I believe it.
At first I was like, you know what? Kudos. I understand where she's coming from, walking by saying, hey, calling her out on live and saying, no, you're lying. You're right here. Here's your dad's house. You guys are, she's scamming you. She's not, 10 miles away from her house. Her dad's house is right there. Good. Be done with it. But why then go in your house, get on your TikTok and you make something about it? Then the next 2 weeks, everything is, oh, I drove by her and honked at her when she was at this gas station. Now she's sitting over here at the end of the driveway doing this. And she videos everything. It has gotten to the point of being stalkerish. And if she was concerned, it's one thing. But following in a taxi, following her around town, that is more than being concerned about her.
Yeah. Very much. And I am in agreement with that one. Like, seriously. It just... Some people.
I mean, I'll be honest. I wouldn't want her as a neighbor. I wouldn't want her out walking around and doing the crap that she's doing. And I would like my neighborhood to be clean and stuff. But there's other ways around it,
I have a neighbor.
I think her original intention was good by walking up on her at 3:00 in the morning and saying, hey, guys, she's lying. She's sitting right here. That's her dad's house. Okay, yeah, good intentions there. The rest of it, nope.
She should have just left it at that.
Yep.
I have a neighbor here. I live in a complex, and actually I have two of them. One is an alcoholic. I don't know that she does with drugs or whatever, but the other one has her rug problem. Sorry, Phoenix. Her rug problem. And they get out. I'm the type of person where I like to have my windows open, my door open, air flowing. But half the time I have to get up and shut my door because they go door to door knocking, asking for money, asking for rides. And the one woman will ask you for a ride day in and day out. And I tell her constantly, I don't drive. I'm disabled. I can't drive. And she still comes and knocks on my door to ask me for a ride to go to the liquor store.
Mm-hmm. And I don't have young kids. I mean, well, I've got grandkids, but you know, they're not around over at my house very often. But if I was a, you know, young mom and I had, you know, 5, 6, 7 year olds in my house, I might feel the same way, that I wouldn't want that around my neighborhood. And I wouldn't want, you know, her sitting at the end of my driveway screaming about being lost. But isn't that what the police are for? Have the police come, because hey, there's this lady out here that's screaming at the top of her head that she's lost. Come get her. She's lost. Come help her. Do something. They're going to eventually get tired of it too. I understand that, but there's other ways to go about it. I personally would never walk up on somebody and especially if you knew that they were an addict, I wouldn't walk up on them.
I mean, really, you can't walk up on anybody nowadays because you just don't know what side of Jekyll or Hyde you're going to get,
Exactly.
addiction or not. But I do have to say, in West Virginia, where I'm from, I agree with, I don't remember who was putting in there that the system failed.
Oh, I believe it 100%.
Well, here in West Virginia,
Hey, y'all, hold on a second. I may have to end my live. I need to go mod for one of my friends.
Okay.
It Crazy B.
Okay.
Y'all know. You guys know who that is, right?
Sure. Welcome.
no.
Just Love Life Forever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I need to go over there and mod because I guess I don't know. I just got a screenshot of some shit that was said in there, and I'll share it to you guys. If y'all want to come in there and follow. She's great.
We can head that way.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to share it with you guys. I need to go in there and do my diligent duties for her.
All right.
All right. We'll come back here, though.
Okay.
All right, bye.